I was thinking about the bells, and the why we meditate and what we're doing here and the different ways of doing things. So, like I've talked about before, there's the sort of the stillness and the entering in and paying attention to your breath and feeling the sensations and kind of really going in body scans and that kind of a thing is very interior, very very to yourself, right? Kind of closing the doors down. That's one of the reasons why the crossed legs and the folded hands and the closed mouth and the closed eyes, to sort of cut off the external or as much of it as anybody can do. Um, some people go to extremes and put on earphones or in darkened rooms with soundproof, basically. There's actually a very interesting kind of meditation practice where you go into full darkness for upwards of 30 days. And I have not done that, but I've heard some amazing results from that. um, some things that sound a little psychotic and some things that just sound super transcendent. But what I was coming to was how we can also extend out from where we are. So in the case of the bells, they know it might not really resonate as much over the internet, but especially if you're in um, like a sound healing or some place where you're in presence with gongs or bells or sound in that way. The practice is, and you can do this with anything, listening to the birds or the traffic or whatever, is extend your hearing out, right? And listen for the sound, like reach into the sound. Um let your sense of hearing expand out. So with the bells, when the bell rings, hearing that first boom, and then listening as it diminishes and kind of goes away, and just kind of keep stretching your ear out until you can hopefully catch, the very last of that as it resonates out. And again, it works really well when you're in presence with something like that. Um, it without putting any um without creating an agenda around it, let's say, or trying to create a desire or try to change it or judge it in any way. um then you get the sense of just pure listening. The and so you're not listening with a perception, with a like I said, with an agenda. You're listening with where you're just listening for listening's sake, right? And you can do this thing with you can do it with sight, just looking, just allowing whatever that is in front of you to be what it is and not create a story around it, not judge it in any way, not want to change it in any way. Works the same thing with touch, and we're going to talk more about that in at another time. I'm going to be doing some more videos around these exact topics to heighten our ability to just be present with the sensation as it is, whether it's touch or sight or sound or taste. Um, and then all the other proprioceptive and interoceptive types of sensations, even balance, the vestibular sense, these things. So take that uh, message, let's say, out into your day and see see, no pun intended, but, uh, see where you can just be with the sensation. Like I said, the sound, the sight, the taste, the touch, and yeah, report back. Let me know how that is for you. We can talk about that in the threads in the community. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye. I love you guys. Have a great day. I lost my train of thought there for half a second.